Is 9mm finally losing its grip as the king of handgun calibers? For decades, 9mm has reigned supreme, not just among law enforcement and military, but also with everyday carriers and first-time gun owners. It's cheap, reliable, and accessible. But in 2025, the landscape is shifting. More shooters are exploring powerful alternatives, while innovations in bullet design have closed the gap between what once seemed like distant rivals. From larger caliber bruisers to lightweight speed demons, a new generation of rounds is gaining attention. And some of them? They're not just nipping at the throne, they're swinging for the crown. Stick around till the end, because what we uncover could challenge everything you thought you knew about handgun calibers. Myths will be debunked, surprises revealed, and one of these contenders might just change your carry setup forever. So, what exactly defines a king among handgun calibers? It's not just about size or stopping power. A caliber's reign depends on its balance of factors: recoil control, accuracy, affordability, capacity, availability, and real-world performance. While some rounds deliver devastating impact, they're nearly unusable for the average shooter. Others are smooth and cheap to shoot, but fall short in stopping threats. Take 22LR as an example. It's the best-selling cartridge in the world. It's ultra-affordable, easy to shoot, and available everywhere. But no one is seriously arguing it should be your primary self-defense round. Why? Because it lacks the terminal performance needed for high-stress defensive scenarios. That's where 9mm steps in. It checks more boxes than any other caliber. But does it still deserve its crown? The rise of 9mm is a masterclass in versatility. Born in 1901 and standardized by NATO mid-century, it quickly spread across the globe. Militaries, law enforcement, and civilians embraced it for its moderate recoil, high magazine capacity, and solid terminal performance. It earned its status through practical use, not hype. After the 1986 FBI shootout in Miami, however, 9mm came under fire, literally. Critics said it didn't stop threats fast enough. The FBI pivoted to 10mm, then 40 S&W. But modern ammunition technology changed everything. Advancements in hollow point design brought 9mm back into the spotlight. Suddenly, it wasn't just good, it was exceptional. By 2014, the FBI was back on board. They cited better shot placement, faster follow-ups, and less firearm wear as reasons. But now, as new contenders emerge, is the reign of 9mm once again under siege. Enter the old-school bruiser, 45 ACP. Developed by John Browning in 1905 and made famous by the 1911 pistol, this round has more than earned its stripes. It served in 2 world wars and remained in American holsters for over a century. What makes 45 ACP so beloved? It delivers massive energy on impact. A 230-grain slug, moving at around 850 FPS, may not sound fast, but it hits with unmistakable authority. In full-sized steel guns like the FNX-45 Tactical or classic 1911s, it offers a shooting experience that's solid and controlled. Every shot feels deliberate, like each trigger pull matters. Of course, you're trading off capacity and recoil. Most 45s carry 7 to 10 rounds, and smaller guns can be punishing to shoot. But for those who value thump over quantity, the 45 is still a top-tier contender. Critics say it's aging, loyalists call it timeless. Once hailed as the perfect middle ground between 9mm and 45, 40 S&W had its glory days. It was born out of necessity. The FBI needed more power than 9mm after the infamous 1986 Miami shootout, but 10mm was too much for most agents to handle. Enter the 40, a shortened 10mm round that packed more punch than 9mm, but with less recoil than 10mm. For years, it dominated law enforcement arsenals. Pistols like the Glock 22 and Smith & Wesson M&P 2.0 were built around it. But then came the modern 9mm revolution. Better bullets, lighter recoil, and more rounds per mag. Slowly, 40 faded into the background. Now, it's quietly returning. Thanks to new bullet designs, 40 S&W offers impressive performance again. With proper training, its snappy recoil becomes manageable. It's not trendy, but it still delivers serious energy, and some shooters are giving it another look. If you're looking for pure firepower, 10mm auto is your round. Originally developed in the 1980s and adopted briefly by the FBI, it was dropped for being too powerful. But that power is exactly what fans love about it today. A standard 10mm load fires a 180-grain bullet at around 1,200 feet per second, delivering over 700 foot-pounds of muzzle energy. That's rifle territory. Whether you're facing a dangerous threat or a bear in the backcountry, this round doesn't mess around. Modern pistols like the Glock 20 or SIG P220 Legion have made 10mm surprisingly shootable. Advances in ergonomics and recoil mitigation mean the round is no longer uncontrollable. It's a caliber for serious carriers, people who train, who want versatility, and who understand the trade-offs. If 9mm is the jack of all trades, 10mm is the heavyweight specialist. Speed kills, or in this case, it stops threats fast. The 5.7 by 28mm round is a hyper-fast, low-recoil cartridge originally developed by FN Herstal for NATO's PDW project. Its goal? Replace traditional pistol and submachine gun calibers with something flatter, lighter, and more armor-penetrating. In civilian hands, it's become something of a cult favorite. Guns like the FN-57 and Ruger 57 give you 20-plus rounds of high-velocity firepower with less felt recoil than most 9mm pistols. Defensive ammo is catching up too. Speer Gold Dot and FN SS-198 LF offer legit expansion and penetration. Downsides? Ammo is pricey and can be hard to find, and while the round excels at penetration and speed, its smaller bullet size sparks debate about stopping power. But as more shooters experience its performance, 5.7 by 28mm continues climbing in popularity, and it may be the caliber of the future. Quietly powerful and built for precision, 357 SIG is one of the most underrated rounds on the market. Developed by Sig Sauer and Federal in the 1990s, it was designed to replicate 357 Magnum's legendary power in a semi-auto platform. It achieves that goal, and then some, firing a 125-grain bullet at over 1,350 FPS. It delivers flat trajectory, deep penetration, and high energy. That's why the U.S. Secret Service and Texas Department of Public Safety adopted it. The bottlenecked cartridge shape enhances feeding reliability, reducing malfunctions even under stress. But the recoil is sharp, and ammo availability remains limited. Still, for those willing to commit to training and invest in premium loads, 357 SIG remains a hard-hitting, no-nonsense choice with real-world credibility. Few calibers command the same level of respect as 357 Magnum. Since its introduction in the 1930s, it's been the go-to round for revolver fans, law enforcement, and hunters. Its balance of velocity, mass, and penetration makes it devastatingly effective. A 125-grain JHP from a 4 to 6-inch barrel can exceed 1,400 FPS, creating massive wound cavities and deep penetration. It's earned a reputation as a proven fight stopper. Revolvers like the Ruger GP100 or Smith & Wesson 686 are built like tanks. They're simple, reliable, and unfazed by dirt or neglect. And when you want less kick, just load 38 special rounds for easy training. The world may be going semi-auto, but 357 Magnum still delivers knockout performance, and it's not going away anytime soon. Rumors are swirling. Some claim a Super 9mm round is in development, one that combines the best traits of speed, power, and capacity. Others speculate that the next big leap won't be a caliber at all, but a bullet design. Think polymer-tipped rounds, caseless ammo, or hybrid steel core projectiles. We're seeing military contracts shift to new calibers in rifles, like the Army's recent adoption of 6.8 to 51mm. Could that innovation trickle down to handguns? Right now, nothing has officially replaced 9mm, but ammo tech is evolving quickly. Manufacturers are investing in materials science, lighter casings, and new powder blends. Is the next king already in the lab? Maybe. But for now, it's all whispers. The only certainty? Change is coming. Here's the truth. There's no one-size-fits-all answer. 9mm still dominates for a reason. It's controllable, affordable, and incredibly effective, especially with today's top-tier hollow point designs. But the challengers we've covered offer compelling reasons to rethink your choice. Do you want more stopping power, better penetration, lower recoil, higher capacity? There's a round for that. So we turn the question over to you. What's in your EDC? Are you still rolling with 9mm, or have you found something better for your needs? Let us know in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe for deep dives, range tests, and real talk about what matters most. Thanks for watching. Until next time, stay smart, stay safe, and stay sharp.